Now we will go into, just make sure I get everything up. I believe it's time for council reports. Does any member of council wish to be recognized for the purpose of a report? I saw Ms. Calvin right first, and then I saw Mr. Whitson and
it was hard getting out of bed this morning after Snellville days. I have a new respect for the people that work the farmers market every weekend, because it was a long weekend at Snellville days, being out in the sun all weekend. But it was a great event, and I want to thank all of our volunteers who work hard for Snellville days. And thank Mr. Witz was out there manning the booth with me the whole time, Saturday and Sunday. And Councilmember Sabal was in and out, so I appreciate y'all's help. And staff got us renderings of our new town center vision. So appreciate staff getting that to us. It was Councilmember Witz's idea to poke holes in them, not mine. Just kidding.
Guilty as charged.
I also want to thank Dwight Harrison, who allowed me to use his convertible from his dealership to ride in the parade this year. And want to thank our video recorders. You know, we have students from South Gwinnett and Grayson High School that have been recording our council meetings, and this is probably the last meeting until school lets out for the summer. So we appreciate you guys coming. It's probably getting ready for finals. I appreciate what you've done tonight and what all the students have done all year long. Finally, I have an olive branch. I have the opportunity to announce or introduce the band at this year's Snellville. Well, two more things. Announce the band at this year's Snellville Days Parade. I'd like to put it out there. It would be nice to end the, not the parade, the concert. It would be nice to end the concert with a fireworks show. So all those on the Snellville Days Committee, just keep that in the back of your mind. But the reason I had the opportunity to introduce the band was because the mayor had to leave. He was welcoming a new addition to his family, a grandson. And so, Mr. Mayor, I like to smoke cigars, so here's a cigar for you to celebrate your grandson.
Thank you very much.
And I know you come from a long line of Clemson graduates, but I'm hoping that maybe your grandson will consider the University of Georgia. So there's some onesies for your new grandson.
I'll put it beside this Uncle Tom's Tennessee stuff he gave me. Thank you very much. Mr. Whitson.
I had a great time the last 2 days at Snellville Days. It was very hot. Ms. Couch and I were comfortable till about 1 o'clock, and then the sun broke the trees and it got hot. But what made it fun and why I had such a good time was the response that I received from the citizens of Snellville about the town center vision. I would say 98% of the people that came up were really, really, really excited about what's happening in Snellville. It was just invigorating to stand there and talk to them. I don't know how many times I said Highway 78 is like a river through Snellville over the last 2 days, but I woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning saying 78 is a steel river through Snellville. So obviously I must have said it quite a bit. The other thing that was encouraging is when people came up to talk to us about it, they said, oh yes, we've seen this in the magazine. The Snellville Spirit magazine is making itself known to the citizens of Snellville. People are reading it. I can't tell you how many people came up and say, oh yeah, we saw it in the magazine and they wanted to know more about it. So we're on the right track. I think the people are behind us on this. Everybody's excited to see what's going to happen in Snellville. Everybody understands it. They're all begging for it to happen. I had one gentleman say, well, when are you going to start? I said, Monday at 3 o'clock. Are you available? He didn't show up. Anyway, it was a great 2 days. I thoroughly enjoyed it. And I thoroughly enjoyed meeting the citizens. And it was wonderful to see the excitement about what's happening in Snellville.
Thank you. Anybody else? Mrs. Spock.
Thank you, sir. Like Mr. Woods, I was very excited about the Snellville Days. I think it was an extremely well-organized event. In fact, I just found out Sunday, before I went for Mother's Day, and I left Mr. Woods and my colleague, Ms. Couch, manning the the council booth, had to go to Mother's Day, I stopped and spoke with Vicky Thank you. And she told me that Snellville Days had made the 100 national event. So therefore, Snellville is now is recognized as the one part of the 100 in the United States event. Now, I think we're all going to be proud of this one, and I'd like to be able to take my hat off to everyone that contributed to this. And I know Miss Deal was all over the place, and I think she's probably got the biggest suntan right now, all over my bald spot here at the hotel. But everyone, I tell you what, I cannot go name names because I'm going to miss a lot of folks, and I do appreciate the fact that you have put great energy behind this one. So well, we're proud of ourselves in that one. I'd like to add a couple things. Mr. Mayor, congratulations on your new addition to the family. I'm sure that you're proud. I guess you probably can relax now a little bit. A little bit more of grandfather responsibility. I'd like to touch one thing on our economic development. Eric is here. Dual enrollment. I'd like to make sure that everybody understands that we have dual enrollment, so therefore we have a mini university already on its way, and it's actually is in motion. So if anyone wants to know, speak to council, speak to Mr. Clay Hunter at the high school, and most certainly Eric Van Allen, he will tell you all about it. And my long-term vision is to have a Snellville State University right behind the shopping plaza. So that is the goal, and I think we're heading there slowly but surely. Thank you, and have a great night.
Thank you, Mrs. Bob. Ms. Bender?
But of course. Just a couple of things. Sadly, I missed Snellville Days this year. My first time since I've been on council that I wasn't able to come out and participate in the parade and be at the festival. We had a very close family friend that got married in Charleston on Saturday. And I was going around taking lots of pictures of lots of courtyards and greenery and thinking, this could happen in Snellville. This could happen in Snellville. So look out, people. We got a lot of work to do here to get things shaped up. But I do want to give a shout out to all of the people that do participate, the organizers and the volunteers at Snellville Days. These people work extremely hard, most of them on top of full-time jobs. So just really appreciate all the hard work, Gail, and your committee and the board. Parks and Rec and staff helped out a lot with the parade this year. So thank you for everyone who makes this a great and successful event every year. On a personal note, well, we'll skip on that one for a second, but just to let you know, I've been reading all the articles that have come out since we've done the town center unveiling, and all of the press has been very positive. And just did want to, someone made a comment on one of the articles that was posted about, this is just a dream until you actually have funding or put it into action. And I just want to remind people that we can't do this tomorrow. It will be a process, but rest assured that we are working now. The next steps are to create that short-term action plan. We're going to figure out what things that we can do, how quickly we can do them, what we need as far as funding, and then we'll put our economic development director to work on figuring out how we fund that. So we've got a lot of great things going on. All the response that I've heard on the town center plan has been very, very positive. So I'm really looking forward to moving this thing forward. And then finally, on a personal note, we won't have another meeting before, but I'd just like to give a shout out to my daughter, who's graduating from high school on May 21st. So that's, my baby's going off to school, so I just wanted to give her congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you. That concludes the council report, now it's mayor's report.